You guys back? You're back. You knew it was an hour, didn't you? I was almost exactly on the dot. I'm almost never this way. So, we are ready to degas and fold. This is not the kind of degassing you want to do with a spouse. You know, like Gas X and Vino. Yeah, no, not that kind of degassing. Well, kind of. But this is also what a lot of home bakers refer to as punching the dough. We are not punching anything. Don't punch. Be nice. Don't punch. We need to be gentle with the beautiful gluten that we've just developed. Because if we don't, it's going to affect our final bread. We're not going to have the same beautiful crumb, big open crumb structure. So let's have a look. Stop bouncing, dude. Let's see. Let me get you a little more centered. There we go. Okay, so this is our dough. It has about doubled in volume. It's not really sticking to my finger anymore, which is super, super nice. So what we're going to do is we are going to turn this out onto a lightly floured work surface. So I have my bench flour here, and I'm just going to dust my work surface. Now we are going to take our dough and we are going to turn it out. And this is where, yet again, Kara, your dough scrape would have come in super, super handy. Again, I'm working away from myself, which is not helping matters much. So if you get an accidental boob shot, hey, bonus. And again, you want to be delicate. You don't want to be overly rough with your dough because you've developed beautiful gluten. We don't want to ruin that. Okay, so we have the top of our dough turned down onto the flour. What we're going to do is we are going to gently press out one side, kind of lightly with your fingertips. Do not flour your fingers right now. Lightly with our fingertips, degassing. You see how this side is much puffier than this side? Here, let me try and center that a little bit better for you. This way? This way. There we go. Okay. This side is flatter, this side is puffier. We degassed this side, but only a little. We're not going crazy. So we're going to very gently lift our dough and fold it over by about 1/3. Okay? Now before we do any more, we need to brush any excess flour off this side. Flour is not good on here because if there is flour left in here, excess flour, when we go to finally shape it and bake it, it's going to have these gray streaks running throughout the middle of your beautiful, otherwise beautiful white dough. So gently degas this side as well. And we're going to take this and bring it over top of here. Now, what is this doing? We are normalizing the dough. We're regulating the temperature by bringing areas into contact that were not otherwise in contact, and you're making sure that you're evenly distributing all of the ingredients. So now we're going to press down just a little bit more again. Just gently. You don't want to get rid of all of the gas in there. And we're going to bring towards the center. Brush all your excess flour off. Very important. Don't go so crazy. I just damaged gluten there. I know it seems like, well, that's not much. It's still damaged. All the gluten matters. We want to be nice to it. Then pick up the side closer to you. This could have been dusted a little bit better, but still not bad. And there we go. So now we're going to move all this excess flour away. And again, if you guys are saying things or giving me hearts, I can't see, but thank you. And I will get to your questions as soon as I get this back where it belongs. We are going to put this back in our bowl now. I'm going to scrape more of this out with my hands, and I'm going to give it another light spray. Really light. You don't want much in there. Just enough to release. Better than what I did this time, but not a ton. Because if it sticks, you're damaging gluten. And again, this is bad. We're not going to add this in here because this is damaged gluten and no fun. Give her a spray. And we are going to take this very, very gently, lay it seam side down. For this, you can turn it over into your bowl. Okay. So now we're going to cover this again with plastic, and we are going to let it do some more rising for 1 more hour. Okay? 1 more hour. Yes, 1 more hour. I have to find my plastic. Considering it is a gigantic, gigantic thing, you'd be surprised how I lose it. Oh, I went the wrong way. I don't have a cutter on that side. And then I drop it on the floor. Guys, I am a hot mess most days. I know I seem like I have it together, but if you know me really well, you know that is so not the case. All right, so we're gonna let this go for 1 more hour, okay? 1 more hour. And I will see, we're upside down now. Sorry. And I will see you in exactly 1 hour. Come on back. Does anybody have any questions before I go? I'll set my timer while I'm waiting. Ta-da! Anyone else? Questions? 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 No? Does the size of your container matter? Yeah, you don't want it overly big. I mean, I'm using about, I think that's about a 4 or 5 quart container. So I prefer square, just because I do, because we're going to be folding it into squares anyways. So it's just easier to have it come out kind of in this shape already than trying to, you know, readjust a round dough. So, sound good? All right. I will see you guys soon. I have to go wash my hands. They're all dirty.